Hi there, it's Katie the Crafty Crab. Thank you very much for joining me today. This is the last of my videos as part of the Cute and Christmas Craft collaboration on a budget. So today I'm going to be showing you some Christmas card ideas I've had, and for some of them I will be using some of my button stash. So I've pulled out this jar of buttons. I get lots of odd buttons, or you know, some are given in swaps or whatever, and I just put them in this jar to see when I'm going to use them throughout the year. So at the moment I'm looking for some interesting coloured buttons, some different sizes, and some nice white ones as well for two different designs I want to try. So these card designs I've come up with for today's collaboration video, I actually found on Pinterest, and I have to admit this first card design did not go to plan whatsoever. I almost nearly didn't put it into today's video, but I thought, do you know what, I'm going to show you how I can hopefully rescue this card, to show you that in saving money and using up your scraps doesn't necessarily mean that you always have to throw away the things that don't work. So I've created a Christmas tree shape using white buttons of different sizes and different shades of white and clear. And then the plan was to go around and draw squiggly, squirrely patterns in green to give it more of a sense of a Christmas tree shape. Unfortunately, I started getting distracted and I started doodling and then making funny little patterns. And when I looked back on it, I thought, actually, I really don't like this. So I ended up colouring it all in green. And the best thing I knew to try and rescue this in some shape or form was glitter. So essentially, I've just used some washi tape at the bottom. I have used a whole load of white buttons from my stash, and I've coloured in the background in green. And then I've poured out some trusty glitter glue to do some highlights and just to try and make it not look as bad as I thought it looked. So you'll also see as we go on what else I add to it to make it look a little bit more interesting. So the second design of Christmas cards today involves a few different sizes of buttons and different colours. I've glued them at different lengths, and then using a ruler I'm just making lines so that they look like baubles hanging off string. I've gone over the lines with glitter glue again just to make it sparkle, and drawn on some ribbon just before the ends so that it looks like they're hanging off there nicely. And then my last Christmas card takes the baubles I created last week, the 3 I had spare. I've glued them down, and in a similar way to what I've just done on the previous card, I've created string to hang them off, gone over that in white and black, and I'm just going to add a sentiment just to make it a bit more Christmassy. So I'm just putting the final touches together now on these 3 cards. I think they've come across really well in the end, even though I was unsure about the one with the white buttons. Hopefully you'll agree that it doesn't look that bad either, and gives you some hope that if you just stick with it and persevere, that we can all make something out of our mistakes. This is my favourite one, the one with the tiny baubles. And yeah, with this final card, I think just adding the red bling at the end kind of gave it a bit more that hopefully you'll like the look of as well. So this first card, this is using the baubles that I created last time. I added the bling in the bottom left just to offset the sentiment in the top right section. And then I said this one is my favourite, so I'm using card that's already pre-printed with the patterns on either side. And yeah, it was really simple, just finding coordinating buttons, a great way to use up your stash. And yeah, I think this has turned out really well. I'm really pleased with that, and it's a really nice, quick, easy and cheap card to make. And then lastly, my disaster, which hopefully doesn't look too bad now. So I coloured it in, used glitter glue to tidy up some accents, and then covered it in red bling as well, just to give it some highlights. So thank you so much for watching this collaboration series. Please do subscribe and watch my fellow collaborators, and I will see you sometime on my next video. Bye for now.